So,
Please follow on Facebook.
so I believe we are starting our game off with you guys um, at the Temple of Suni, which is the bathhouse, the major bathhouse in the city of Waterdeep. I think everybody's just got there. We've actually just met the head cleric, Tricia. Where'd Matthew go? What the hell?
And there goes Void.
And there he goes. Yeah, what? We're just like losing for all of a sudden. Okay. So you guys have just gotten to the bathhouse. You've just met Tricia, the head cleric of the Temple of Suni. I've described to you guys that the bathhouse is a rather beautiful environment. It's very vibrant. It feels just kind of rejuvenating. There's a lot of light here. There are flowers in vases kind of off to the sides. The whole area has a kind of very light, delicate, floral smell. Even though you're still getting like the breeze from the city that's coming in, a lot of the less savory scents from the city aren't quite as prominent here. As you guys have entered into the back area where the bathhouse and the baths actually are, it has kind of hit you, all the steam that's there, and it appears that there are a few people kind of liberally scattered around this area, kind of taking in the baths, but I mean, with everyone's clothes off, it's really hard to tell who they are. Whether they are poor, rich, influencing, someone of influence, or someone that you wouldn't know, right? Merchant or noble. Everybody seems to be the same here in these baths once they're just relaxing and they're not wearing their clothes. They're not wearing those identifiers. So, you guys have slipped into your bathrobes, bath towels. I think they are more like bath towels, really. Something light that is easily taken on and off, so you can kind of enter and exit the baths and such. So, where are you guys going? What do you want to do now that you're here?
Well, Maurice is naked and headed to like the not too hot, but not really cold section of the bath. Like you described the different pools.
Right, yeah, there's like 5 different pools that are there, and they all range from like kind of a warmer temperature, maybe a little bit warmer than room temperature, all the way up to like a sauna almost, or like a jacuzzi type temperature.
Yeah, he's going
toward the back.
Kind of like the room temperature, or the coolest.
Okay, something just relaxing. Gotcha. Trissy has already explained to you guys. Trissy has already explained to you guys, which baths are which and such. So.
Yeah, Kari's also going to go to the coolest bath in an attempt to sober up.
That's probably a good idea. Yeah. Yeah.
Sovalis is definitely trying to service everyone else as they find their places in the baths. He'll like bring lathers and soaps. Not that kind of servicing. we don't do that in the open.
But they do it here.
Yes, in back rooms and such, yes, but not in the actual baths. At least not openly. It's more of a sneaky hand type thing. But he does kind of try to bring them clean towels and lathers and stuff like that, trying to make them comfortable and help them clean up.
Are you giving it a massage? Because I feel like I know where that goes.
If one of them wants it, he would be glad to.
I swear this is going on YouTube and not Pornhub.
Maurice was going to ask for a massage, but not from Sovalis, but from...
Why?
What was her name? Farather? The one you gave a name to last time?
Falthea.
Falthea.
I remembered.
I mean, she's working up front, but if you want, I can try to get her.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. Sobolis goes like, Maurice wants you to give him a massage if you have the time. Fatih."
Okay, so you've spent a few moments up the front, talking with her about that. What about our lovely leprechaun?
Still in the tavern?
Yep, still at the top.
Oh, that's right. He's still at the tavern.
Yeah.
He's still being regaled with tales from Volothamp's newest book. That's right. All right, Harpatkin then.
He looks kind of wistfully at the hottest pool, and then sees everyone sort of gravitating towards the cool one. Decides that he wants to be with people, so he gets into the cooler pool too.
Sounds like everybody's getting to the more temperate pool.
Boyd is getting in with them too.
Okay. So where is Treya? Did she already jump? Is she already there, or?
I mean, she was supposed to be coming with.
Yeah,
Maurice.
Maurice would have got her. Yeah.
So has Tricia noticed her yet? Since this will be her first appearance in like a year and a half.
That's true. Yeah, maybe she would have come in last, as she is maybe more hesitant about changing her clothes.
She would be keeping the bat towel close around her body to not reveal
Yeah.
the mark.
It's very much more of like a kind of a loose fitting toga-ish like dress. Very much unisex, but also very light. And definitely the material, if it got wet, it would be mostly transparent. So I would imagine she is also probably being very, staying away from any kind of water here.
Yeah, so she'll probably just follow Maurice over to the pools and just kind of like dip her legs in, but keep the rest of it on the edge of the pool.
Sure. Tricia, of course, would notice her as she just entered, and almost do like a double take, and then like run over to her as safely as possible, considering the how wet the sides of the pool and everything are, but basically run over to her and just fling her arms around Treya, and just almost like crying in happiness that and saying, "Welcome back! I can't believe you're alive. I missed you so much."
Treya just kind of reaches her arms around her and just pats her on the back. It's like, "I know, I'm so sorry I worried about you. I try getting back as soon as I can, but things just happened. I'm so sorry I worried you. Hopefully the family and everyone's not too worried about me."
Tricia is just like bawling. I thought you were dead. We all thought you were dead.
I think Sobolis, hearing this, like looks over to see, because he's hearing like Tricia in distress, and then immediately notices Treya and joins her, and immediately starts bawling as well, very openly. He's like, "I thought you were dead. I thought you were dead."
Okay, so there's now this going on. The others of you who are like in the already in the pools in the bath area, like you're watching these people just like hugging each other and obviously sharing a very emotional moment. What's going on in your guys' heads?
Oh, isn't it nice? They're reconnecting.
Another person of
Immediately, Sobolis still like sobbing. It's like, do you want some wine? Do you want something to drink?
I guess wine would be okay if you don't mind.
He sprints over the wet tiles back to the back to try to find like the best wine.
Are you naked?
Yes, Sobolis. By the way, Sobolis is completely naked. Like,
Naked.
everything is out.
Sobolis is naked.
He's sorry, that's my southern accent coming out. Sobolis is completely butt naked, running through the wet tiles of this bathhouse back to the back room to buy some to get some rum. With some
Running down a wall.
I actually kind of like that accent for Sobolis better.
No,
Well,
don't you
guess
dare
what?
do that accent. I
Too
can't
bad.
have sex with someone like that.
Yeah, too bad. I've already made my character steeped in this certain cultural aspect and with
Alright,
a
Neil.
certain aspect. Certain. Look, my next character, I'll make some sort of character with a southern drawl. I promise you.
Oh my god, that would be amazing. I would love it.
If
I
you
would
give me a
love it.
character sheet, I'll make it as soon as I can.
Well, this is happening, guys.
Leaving.
All right.
To my rooms.
So, right. So Solis is already off and doing that. And Maurice is already acquainted with Treya, right?
Yeah.
So Treya, you're after a few moments again shared with Tricia. She has kind of pulled you over to the couches nearby, where people can relax, before after getting out of their baths and such. These couches probably aren't cushioned necessarily, but are probably like wicker couches or something like patio furniture, something you'd find outside that's okay being being wet over and over again. It isn't anything that's gonna happen to it. So she's bringing you over there and she's questioning you and asking you how everything is. Where have you been? Asking you all about what happened to you.
Tricia, calm down. It's okay, I'm here now. I'll tell you everything I can, but there's just some details I just can't share at the moment. But I'm here, I'm fine. Little malnutrition, but I'm back. I'm so sorry.
She's still crying, but she's kind of gotten a hold of herself. She's just very happy. Her whole face is flushed from just all this like rise of emotion. But she can't seem to stop touching your hands, at least, just kind of almost reassuring herself that you are actually there. But you could tell that she's just very elated with this. And she says she's so glad that you made it back. Have you managed to see your parents? Have you talked with anybody? Everybody's gonna be so happy that you were back.
I haven't had a chance to do any of that. I've literally just been back maybe an hour or so before Maurice was able to find me. I came as soon as I could just to see you. I miss you so much.
Yay.
So, there's probably definitely like a resemblance between them. They both have... Tricia's hair is probably much redder. But yeah, obviously, I don't know if you've seen the picture of Treya that Matt actually drew himself. But yeah, Treya's hair is also pretty red, and they definitely share some similarities. As most Iluskan people do, apparently. All fair-skinned, all kind of lighter colored hair. So, what about the rest of you guys? Are you joining Tricia and Treya in this conversation, or are you having your own in the pools on the side?
I'm letting them deal with that. That's their business. That's family business. You don't care about family business. What's wrong with you?
I think I know better than to interfere in an emotional situation, but I'm definitely curious as to what's going on.
Okay.
That's Treya. She is apparently a cousin of... I just forgot her name, even though it said Lady Tricia. She's a cousin of Lady Tricia. And apparently she's been gone a long time.
What a lovely reunion.
Yeah. Could be fated. Could be luck, who knows. But we're safe now.
So give it a few moments. Tricia excuses herself from Treya, and Treya, you're now back to being on your own here as Tricia enters the rest of the other area, getting herself back under control and going back to her duties in the temple. So Treya, you're now back kind of on your own with the rest of the group.
I'll look around for a familiar face, trying to find a Solis in the group, and make my way back over to him.
Okay.
I think by now, as Tricia is leaving, Solis comes back with this huge jug of wine, which is kind of like almost heart-shaped with like a dark red, and comes bounding over to Treya with a few cups or a few glasses. And she's like, or he says, here, please have a drink. And he tries to pour one as best he can, has to like kind of do the over-the-shoulder thing because the jug's so cute, and pours a glass for her. And he has a glass for himself and another glass for what was going to be Tricia, but Tricia had run off.
Right, she's obviously not there.
Yeah.
Treya takes a glass and basically downs it in one gulp. Something that is normally she would do if it's worse.
Right.
You've really become hardy with your adventures, haven't you?
It's been a long time since you've seen. A lot has happened.
Please, here, and like offers to like pour another, like fill your cup back up.
Thank you, I'm very much appreciated. How have you been, Oldra? It's been so long.
It's been quite fine actually, except for you know, the worrying after the first few months that you were gone. We thought that you were dead, so it's really earth-shattering to know that you're actually quite well, and very happy that you're back. Very happy.
The fates were definitely in my favor. I could have sworn I had drowned, but I guess I did make it through by whatever grace.
Oof. I'm good for that too. Yeah, friends, here, come meet them. And he leads Treya over to well, everyone else that's in the pool. It's like, this is my friend Treya, as Maurice might have told you. She's the cousin of Lady Tricia, and she's quite a beautiful, smart young lady. And she is a friend of myself. I'm very happy that she's
Pleasure to meet you.
Thanks for the applause, Maurice. I've got an extra glass. If any of you would like some wine, I can go get some more as well.
Sure.
Charge. Yeah, he pours the glasses and hands one to Maurice and hands one to someone else, and he's like, "I'll be right back," and leaves the jug.
Before you even turn to go, the glass in Maurice is just holding it up again.
Yeah, pour it yourself, and he leaves it like beside the pool and runs to go get more glasses for everyone else.
Hey, you know what that means, right?
It's just gonna be gone. It's just
Yes,
gonna
it's
be
all-
gone.
It's all free, by the way. Drink as much as you like.
It is a pleasure to meet you. And thank you again, Maurice, for helping me out.
No problem. Just doing a citizen's duty. Little
Well,
goody give back in the world. Hopefully, it comes back twofold.
Well, know that I'm most grateful, and that my family will also be grateful when they know I'm alive. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anyway, you haven't met the rest of these miscreants. No, they're good people. You know some of us. This is Boyd. They're pointing towards a half-orc. Fergal is not here at the moment. He's scampered off somewhere, maybe doing some cobblery things.
Unlikely.
Israel is here. Points over, and Ka. We've all got acquainted with each other, and yeah, hope to do the same more with you.
Of course. Kaz, that's a really pretty name.
Oh. Thank you.
Cause a
think
little
by now-
awkward.
Yeah, I think by now Severus has come back with 4 more glasses. I
Half the
think
jug's
it's-
gone.
Yeah. Oh,
Only half the jug? Oh.
this jug is like this big. You really like? I can't even fit it. It's like.
If that was me in person, I probably could have finished that.
Just flexing
Anyway.
on us here. Okay.
I think you are having enough, Maurice. Please let us share.
No,
with
no.
our friends.
No.
He takes the jug like away from Maurice. He's like, here, I will be the one pouring now. and he pours glasses for everyone else, including himself. And he starts taking some sips. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that we're all together. I feel very good about this group.
Would have noticed Maurice at a bar. What he doesn't drink beer. He waits wine on. So
I mean, at
There's
least he
more
knows what he
where that
likes.
yeah.
There's more where that came from, so don't worry about running out this jug. Lady Tricia,
It's
I'm
very
sure,
generous. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'm sure Lady Tricia will be fine with it. No problem.
That's why I forgot to. I could mention it to Falthea later. It's about your temple's order of new herbs and oils and salves. I have to check on the shop after we leave here.
Right.
It should be done any day now.
It would be nice. Thank you
Mm.
for your consideration. Oh, so nice to have a nice group of people to be friends with, to be merry and take baths and drink wine.
It is very interesting cookies seem to be around nowadays, Sobolus. So I'm not surprised at how you normally get around.
Oh, you know me.
You should have saw him like a couple hours ago.
Oh, good hell, Sobolus, what trouble have you gotten into now, my old friend?
No trouble, but I did have a bit of a private interaction with the half-orc lady here, and a tabaxi, if you would believe me.
Oh, tabaxi. I've never even had a chance of seeing one of those in this area.
Yeah, they are quite rare, but this one was in tip-top shape, quite a specimen, very beautiful. But he seems to be on his way. It's good knowing him.
No idea where Void went, but I'm assuming she'll be back once her connection stabilizes. So
Yeah.
she, for all intents and purposes, she is here. She's just
T-posing.
quiet. She's just quietly glitched out, following everybody, gliding along on the floor, and glitched out in the T-pose.
She's drinking a lot of wine. She's too busy drinking wine.
Yes, that's it. Sure, we'll go with that.
She's not in recovery mode?
She's glitched out with just the animation of like wine pouring into her mouth, just like looping over the same like 3-second period over and over.
Big rubber band.
Sure.
Good old source engine.
I think the current joke is Unity Engine, right?
Yeah.
True facts.
All right. So things are looking pretty good here. You guys are talking a little bit. Things are going pretty well. You guys are getting well acquainted. Treya is now kind of well acquainted with everybody in the group. But you probably can't stay in the baths too long, lest you risk like overheating yourselves and making it uncomfortable. So after, I don't know, what do you think, guys? Maybe like an hour or so, you'd probably get out of the pool?
So that's about right.
All right.
Nope.
So we'll say about an hour.
Make
You
sure
guys
the
get up. You get out. You grab a towel, dry yourselves off. Put your changing clothes back on. Move to the front area. Go and find your clothes, and sure enough, they are exactly where you left them. I mean, pretty sure everyone in the city knows not to steal out of a temple. That just seems like really bad juju. Who knows what the gods would do in retribution? So,
They would send me.
and suddenly we have a completely different campaign on our hands.
A terrifying thought.
That's terrifying. You guys are getting back to getting your clothing back on, getting dressed. Where are you heading now? Back to the yawning portal to meet back up with your cobbler friend?
Not a cobbler.
No, he's a cobbler. That's what we said, right?
The cobbler that is not a cobbler. He is also a cobbler.
Couples as a hobby. Couple hobby.
Schrodinger's cobbler.
Well,
Jeez.
I guess y'all can head back if you wish. I'll actually like Sobolus if you would accompany me to the Corallin's Crown to verify the order.
Yes, and Treya, if you would like to come with us too, we might be able to get a little bit of, not that you need it, of course, but I thought you might like to get a little bit of powder and such, because I also need to get some. I've run out.
Sure. I mean, it's been a year since I've even had a touch of makeup, so I guess that'd be nice to get a little pampering going.
Just a little bit of way to celebrate.
I'd actually say all the makeup and stuff you'd probably get would be, at least Sobolus, would probably be here from the temple. And there isn't exactly a whole lot you could probably get. I mean, maybe a little bit of rouge, maybe a little bit of...
When I want to get a whole makeup kit, I want to get the cat's caboodle, all of it.
You'd probably just go to a general store for it then, and get like a
Yes.
costume kit.
Actually, out of character, do you think that I could get some makeup kits from Lady Tricia? Like actual full makeup kits because she is kind of like the head, you know?
Not. Well, there are no makeup kits. It's a costume kit. It's part of it. But remember that what I had discussed before. I think this. I'm not sure if I told to the newer players, but the Temple of Suni is one thing, but there are also shrines of Suni around the city. Most of these shrines are like on the corner of busy streets, and they're simple like cabinets almost, or like dressers or vanities with a mirror. Normally it's like either a mirror or a hand mirror kind of set up on one of the shelves. The hand mirror obviously looking like that beautiful woman's face on the top of it, with her hair kind of cascading down, creating the frame of the hand mirror itself. And it would have small little jars of rouge or colored wax to use for certain things. It might even have little bits of lesser expensive jewelry. One of the cleric's duties normally is to walk around this town, generally with a basket or something, and kind of replenish the stock of some of these things there. So they would obviously have a larger stock there in the temple itself. So that's something that Sovalis, you would have free reign and free access to.
So it's technically costume, but
exactly, yes.
Okay.
For mechanical purposes, it's a costume kit,
yes,
and it's all costume makeup. For roleplay
Right.
purposes, it could be whatever we want it to be.
It's a makeup kit. Yes.
I just want to make sure everybody understands what the rules per the book are before we change what the rules are, is all. So, yeah, you would have free reign to that, and of course, anybody visiting the temple would too.
All right. So it seems that Lady Treya and I are going to take some makeup to go and have for certain occasions.
Sure.
All right.
Maybe that means that I don't know if you guys want to touch up your makeup now, and that would mean that Ka, Maurice, and Harpatkin might just be enjoying a pleasant conversation, having some fruit, enjoying some fresh water or wine there in the kind of changing area while they wait for you. That sounds
They're
nice too,
welcome.
right?
They're welcome to have some makeup as well if they would like to get touched up.
Nah,
I can do it.
I'm already handsome enough.
Right. Okay.
I'm actually going to change this a little bit so I can see the rolls. There we go. There we go. That's what I want.
3 pounds of makeup. It's very good quality.
That's some very dense makeup.
There's a lot of makeup to choose from. I have a lot of palettes. Everything. Full on Katsukubudo, as they said.
That's a lot of crushed beetles.
Yes.
I was a little terrified when I realized that a lot of makeup is made from like crushed insects and stuff. I was like,
And
interesting.
crab,
Okay.
Bat guano,
Whatever.
ground up foreskins.
I trust the FDA. It's okay. So anyway, so you've kind of touched up your guys' makeup. You're good to go. Where are you headed out from here, from the temple?
I was gonna go to the Coralithian's crown to, pick up the temple's order. Have that delivered.
Okay.
If they want to follow with me, it's fine. If not, then hey.
Okay. So who's going to Corellian's crown? Or Coralon's crown, sorry.
I'll go.
Me.
I guess if Sovalis is going in, Trey would probably follow him along since she's most familiar with him currently.
Okay. Ka?
Yeah, I think the same goes for Car. She knows Sovalis better than the rest of them mostly. So.
I mean, at this point, they're Sovalis and God, I keep forgetting your name. Maurice. Why do I keep thinking Marcellus? God damn it.
Marcellus Wallace?
Marcellus Wallace.
Marcellus Wallace.
My brain-
almost made him more-
Yeah, my brain is in
What
Pulp
does he
Fiction
look
apparently.
like?
Does he look
Are
like
you
a
saying he
bitch?
looks like a bitch?
I was waiting for someone to say that. God damn it.